So Emily, what is this? It's a clay pot, and today we're gonna make a vegan recipe. It's gonna be a one pot recipe in a clay pot.
What are the ingredients we used?
So for the base, of course, we have rice, and on top we have two different types of mushrooms and firm tofu, and as well as bok choy. And why do we use clay pots, Betty?
So usually clay pots tend to bring a lot more flavor to the meals. It kind of keeps everything in the pot, and also when you finish off the pot, you add a bit of oil and turn it up to a higher heat so that you get that crispy rice base that adds even more flavor to it. Yeah, if you want to find out what we did for this recipe, keep watching. First things first, you want to start with the rice because it takes the longest. Wash half a cup of rice thoroughly, add it to your clay pot, and soak it in 1 cup of water for at least 1 hour. Overnight is preferable if you have time. We started with 1 cup of rice and realized quite quickly that it was too much for the recipe.
Give your veg a nice little bath. After that, we washed and soaked the dried shiitake mushrooms in hot water to allow it to blossom. We let it sit for approximately an hour and remove them and save the water for the rice.
Place the clay pot on the stove at medium heat, uncovered. Add the mushroom water you saved from before. You want to stir periodically to make sure nothing is stuck to the bottom.
Time to do some chopping! We cut up the marinated firm tofu, the fresh and the soaked dried shiitake mushrooms, and the bok choy. In a heated pan, we added a generous amount of cooking oil and stir-fried the mushroom. We added soy sauce, pepper, and garlic powder. You want to cook until it starts to soften and brown, and then remove from the pan and save it for later. We did the same thing with the tofu, added soy sauce, garlic powder, pepper, and a pinch of sugar. Oh, and don't forget the Shaoxing wine. You want it to caramelize on both sides for that extra flavor.
We pan-fried the bok choy in some cooking oil, added a pinch of salt and a dash of garlic powder for flavor. Cook until it's softened.
Back to the rice. Now, when most of the water has been absorbed, it should look something like this. At this point, you want to turn the heat down to medium-low and cover the clay pot with the lid. After about 10 to 15 minutes, it should look more fluffy and about 80% cooked.
Then it's finally time to assemble. There's no right or wrong order to put the ingredients in. We tried to make it look as aesthetic as possible. Then cover the lid again and let it simmer for about 15 to 20 minutes.
While it simmers, you can make your sauce. We added oyster sauce, soy sauce, sugar, water, and now you want to give it a good mix until everything's incorporated. After about 20 minutes, pour the sauce over everything and cover again. Let it simmer for 5 to 10 minutes. If you like crispy rice, because we definitely do, you want to add oil to the sides of the clay pot and turn the heat up to medium. After 10 minutes, it's finally time to eat.
And we're back! Bon appetit!
Our favorite part.
Taste test!
Yes!
To be honest, we had a little nibble of each of the ingredients separately, but I'm pretty sure that this will taste really good together.
I'm very excited for this first bite.
I'm gonna try just the rice first.
I'm doing a combination of mushroom and rice.
Lots and lots of flavor in it. You can actually taste a hint of everything, including like the mushroom, the tofu spices, the soy sauce. It's actually really good.
This is definitely gonna be your go-to comfort meal on a cold, rainy day.
Knowing how we did it now, would you do this again?
For sure. But I think maybe a little bit less sauce for me. What about you?
I think I would probably do a bit less sauce and then cook it for a bit longer on a higher heat at the end, because the base is a tiny bit crispy, but I was hoping for like that brown, caramelized, very full flavor taste profile. And the only thing that I would be hesitant in redoing this is that it does take a lot of time and effort. You cook the things separately and then you cook it again together, so it takes a while, but it definitely is worth it.
And with that,
We'll be back next time. Bye.